Hey guys, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good day out there today, and welcome back here to the Fishing Teacher. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the difference between using a crankbait that's got a solid color lip like this one here versus a clear lip, which most crankbaits do have a clear lip. And actually, specifically, I want to talk about when a solid color lip will outproduce the clear color here. Sort of something never heard of a video of people talking about that, but I'm going to give you guys my opinion on that in today's video. Also, guys, before we get started, just two quick housekeeping tips here. Just invite everybody, if you haven't had the chance, to hit that subscribe button here to the Fishing Teacher. Really good way to support the channel. And also, if you guys are needing to purchase your fishing tackle, the best way that you can support the Fishing Teacher is by using my tackle warehouse link to purchase your fishing tackle. I'll put that link in the description, and the channel gets a small percentage of the commission on anything that you buy. So that's a good way to help that out. It's much appreciated. Okay, guys, this is what you don't see these much anymore. This is the old wigglewort here, and there's not a whole lot of crankbaits that do have a solid color lip. There's a few of them out there, but most of the crankbaits today have some type of a clear lip like this. And when people think about solid lips, they sort of think it's sort of antiquated a little bit, and that it's just like, something that people used back 50, 60 years ago, and it's just, sort of irrelevant now. But guys, I can tell you right now, it's like there are times where bass will bite a solid color lip by far better than a clear lip. And what it has to do, from what I can tell, this is just sort of my theory from what I've seen, is when you're reeling a crankbait that has a solid color lip like this wigglewort here, the look of the bait, the profile and the look and the way the bait glows looks completely different. So when you're throwing a typical crankbait like this Megabass Super Z3 here, the lip, it's visible a little bit in the water, but for the most part, the fish are just seeing like the crankbait there, and it has a unique profile to it. But when you're fishing a solid color lip like this, the lip becomes part of the bait. It's not just a device to get the bait to go down under the water. The color coming off a solid color lure gives the bait a completely different profile. It looks like a completely different lure. Although both of these baits are crankbaits, the way these things look in the water as far as the profile of each bait, it's like one end for the spectrum to the other. It's a completely different look. Now, a lot of times it's almost like this lip in here, when it's wiggling down like this, it's the primary focal point, because for a lot of times the lip is the predominant color on a solid color bait here. So this is the first thing you see. It's like when you see this bait wiggling like this, the first thing that you notice is the color of the lip and the swing of the lip. So from my perspective, this is sort of what I have figured out in my own fishing out here. When this bait swings and it's colored like this, there's an action. The fish are triggered by the movement of that solid color lip out there, because it's going like this. And when you're fishing a clear color like this out there, they don't see it quite as much. They do a little bit, but it sort of blends in. It's not near as pronounced. But on a solid color lip, it really glows. It really sticks out big time on there. And there's a lot of different solid color lips out there, just depending upon the color bait that you have. But I'll tell you one thing right now, here in the Ozarks, this is big wigglewort country around here. People fish wiggleworts. Most all of the old school OG wigglewort fishermen, like the guys that have been doing it forever, that are really good at wigglewort fishing, and they catch fish on them when other people aren't catching on them, they're all using a solid color lip. Most all the old guys do this, and I've started doing the same thing. In fact, that last tournament that I fished at Kentucky Lake, a few weeks ago, I caught several fish on a solid color lip crankbait there. And I've been doing it all, season long down at Table Rock Lake. Solid color lips work really good, and they work really good in the pre-spawn time of the year. In fact, that's absolutely my favorite time of year to fish a solid lip, is in the pre-spawn when the water temperature's in the 50s. So you can get them out there. Like I said, there's the wiggleworts are the primary ones that people still use with solid color lips, but there's nothing to say that you can't just paint them up yourself. And one of the things that I would really recommend, especially if you guys are wigglewort fans, is find somebody that is a good custom painter that can paint custom colored lures out there, because a lot of times you can create colors with solid lips that people don't see hardly ever. The two favorite colors that I have are a white lip or silver lip. Now, silver or chrome is sort of hard to find. There's some of them out there, but for some reason, when you have a white or silver lip on there, it just, that silver and that white reflects and glows more in the water than any other color out there. So definitely a place for them in your arsenal. Solid color crankbaits, pre-spawn killers out there, water temperatures in the 50s. Think about them in terms of that. The rest of the year, not so much, but this time of year, really, really good. So hope it helps you guys catch a few. We'll talk later.